What has been the biggest lesson that you've learned since playing golf, and how has that improved you as a golfer?
What has been the biggest lesson?
We did that this afternoon.
Probably what I just said, that you can't hit the ball perfect all the time. We all try to. And I think as I've gotten older, I've calmed down a little bit in the golf course. I still get annoyed. Even at my age, I still get annoyed in the golf course when I don't play well, but I respond to it much better now. So there's a guy that I worked with as well, a mental guy called Clarke'S. So he gave me a drill to do, and when I start getting frustrated and stuff, I go back to this. So if you imagine your ball is, say, in the middle of this carpet. So he got me to imagine that I have a red stick or a green stick or a blue stick 6 foot behind the ball, and I've got another one 6 foot past the ball. So when I stand behind the stick here, 6 foot behind the ball, I'm making my practice swing standing with the between the ball and the target, and I'm making my practice swings, and I'm thinking, you know, I'm going to hit a draw here. What am I trying to do? Am I trying to hit a little draw? Where's my target? What sort of shot am I trying to hit? And I'm trying to visualize the shot going. So that's what I do when I stand behind this stick. So when the stick's there, after I've done that, the moment that I get in and cross that stick, my foot goes across it, I forget about everything. There is nothing. There is no technique, there is no nothing. I'm in there, I've seen the shot behind, I stand up to it, I take one look at my target and swing it and hit it. And then that's it. So after I've done that, the club goes back in the bag, and when I cross that other, I can be, if I've hit a poor shot, I can be as annoyed as I want there, but the other stick that was 6 foot in front of the ball, when I cross that, it's gone, finished. So when you're in this bit in the middle, if you understand what I mean,
Yeah.
that bit is no thought, none, zero. All you're thinking about in there is your target and your is your routine and your target. No technique, no nothing. And as I say, when you're in that bit, there is no thoughts and no nothing. And then if you want to get annoyed, you do whatever. Not too annoyed, obviously, but you cross that other stick. That's it. That's it. Gone. So you have a space, you have a window around the golf ball. That is where you let your natural talent and you let your whole game, and that would work for a 36 handicapper, an 18 handicapper, a scratch, pro, whatever handicap. That would make every player better if they were to do that. I don't care what your handicap is, what your age is. Well, because you see, how many people do you see getting annoyed about hitting a bad shot? How many guys do you see, they're over the golf ball and they're taking forever to hit it? Why are they taking forever to hit it? Because they're thinking so many things in their head about their techniques and doing this and doing that. Everybody would be much better if they could do everything prior to that, crossing that original line, get in there and hit it, let it go. And then we wouldn't be playing 5.5 or 6 hour rounds. And invariably, everybody would play better if they would do it. But it's not easy, it takes a bit of practice to do it. So if you guys are down there, put 2 alignment sticks. You don't need the second one when you're practicing, because you're going to take another ball and hit it. But if you can imagine it on the golf course, it's just imaginary lines, 6 foot either side of the golf ball. And when you're in there, you hit it and you forget about it. And accept where the ball goes. The most important thing is to understand that you're not going to hit every shot perfect, that you're going to hit some shots in the water, you're going to duff some. I think it was there was a guy, a lot of you guys, you probably never would have heard of, but a guy called Darren Clarke won 11 tournaments straight on the PGA Tour back in the 40s or whatever it was. And 11 in a row tournaments. Nobody's ever done that before, not even Tiger or whatever. 11 PGA Tour tournaments in a row. He was a fantastic player. He allowed himself 7 mistakes per round. 7 bad shots he allowed himself to hit per round. He didn't always hit 7 bad shots, but he allowed himself to hit 7 bad shots per round. How many shots would you guys let yourself hit before you get annoyed with yourself? 2, 3?
None.
Exactly. So this man won 11 tournaments in a row, and he allowed himself to hit 7 bad shots in a row. Some days he would have hit 2 or 3. Some days he would have hit 7. But he allowed himself, so before he went out to play, he allowed himself the luxury of hitting 7 bad shots. And if he hit one, he said, oh, that's one of them gone, I've got another 6. So all of a sudden it changes the way that you think, doesn't it? because nobody's going to hit the ball perfect all the time. And you ask, you know, Tiger's a good friend of mine. I spent a lot of time with Tiger. Practiced a lot with him, played a lot of golf with him and all that sort of stuff. Tiger doesn't hit it perfect all the time. Even in his heyday when he was at his absolute best. Didn't hit it perfect all the time. And he got annoyed. But he was very good at getting rid of the annoyance, you know, within that 6 foot thing that I said. And then it was gone. And, you know, I guess if you ask Tiger, how many perfect shots did you hit per round? It's 1, 2. So we don't hit, pros don't even hit perfect shots all the time. We don't hit them as much as everybody thinks we hit them. Because there's always something you've got to done slightly better. So you shouldn't be searching for perfection, and you should give yourself a break. 7 bad shots. And you'll be able to enjoy your golf a lot more if you allow yourself 7 bad shots.